sometimes you can see their type of energy. Like if you know that them is your friends, they're not going to talk to you about their sex life, but you can kind of tell because you can relate. Is that how can I help this? How can I put that seasoning back on their plate? That spice that we talk about, the minerals. You know what I mean? Um, Sometimes you can be in business for that type of stuff. You know what I mean? There is people trying to open up companies to better relationships. You know, we only sometimes people got movies, some
Yeah.
people got walk in the park. That shit is not realistic. Yeah, I like to take long walks in the park. No, you don't, bro. You just saying that. You
Hmm.
know, some people are finding out jazz concerts. So as you're talking to them, get a massage, you can be researching your local jazz concerts that are good for adults. You know, jazz festivals. I say that is definitely a good spot to go to where they're just walking, listening to proper music, jazz festivals, all that stuff. You can be part of your massaging and stuff like that, your community that you're doing to help out relationships and all that stuff. Um, I'm always trying to bring that up to people too. You know, as we get older, there's some things we're not going to go to clubs all like that. You know, so we
No.
like more outside things. Outside.
Yeah. I don't really do the club thing, but in the community, I think he cut out, but in the community, aside from the self-care and, doing the massages and stuff, we would, we would celebrate. So instead of going to the club to party, we gonna party amongst ourselves, or we might go out and do something like that, but we gonna always be celebrating. But yeah, have you heard of Gene Key? You might have to look. The Gene Key is dope. It goes deep. But yeah, it says I'm a generator. That means the life force, people who are here to lift the energy of the world. And a projector. That's interesting.
I'm back. What was you saying, love? I had a phone call.
Now I was saying, you're saying that not always want to go to the clubs. I say, well, yeah, we don't go to the clubs like that, but we do celebrate. Like in the community, we do want to celebrate. Have our own parties and get together gatherings and things like
Hmm.
that. But also what you were saying earlier about the older people needing that too, I think that would be a great thing to be able to do for people, like the older people, getting them the massage or the feet massage and
Hell
stuff
yeah,
like
because what do we give our elders? Honestly, what do we do? Because they're more house body people, and our elders is more that we're still knocking on doors, we're going to the houses, and we're just sitting on the couch with them and just showing pictures and shit, right? But when we do get out the house, we go to TGI Fridays, Longhorn. That's how far it goes. But with our elders, I'm not lying. I did it one time. I called a mobile massage lady. She came with her black woman, she colored woman. She came with her husband or her boyfriend. They set up a table in my living room. My grandma is heavyweight. She barely could walk. We barely was able to put her on there, but she got on there. And they both together, boyfriend and girlfriend, was massaging my grandma. Um, and oh my God, like all you heard was Jesus. Jesus,
that.
yes, Jesus. I, was, I didn't say that. Hey, whatever makes you happy. So I got away from her, but all I hear is Jesus, yes, Jesus. Oh Lord, my grandson. And then she started crying.
Yeah.
Once I heard her crying, that's when I knew. Um, I put the nail in the coffin that I did great. That once I was able to have my grandma cry for just a massage because she was like, "Baby, I never had that in so many years." Like I was like, "Damn, man, like this too easy. How can I overlook this? It's too cheap." And there's so many
Yeah.
mobile people like y'all that are in what y'all do. Y'all are more, y'all killing it because y'all are bringing um the smell. You're bringing the smell back because when I seen that what you was the sage and stuff that you was bringing, smell is so
Mhm.
important. It is not just
Yeah.
because it's inviting. Smell actually enhances the memory. Smell does a lot. it reminds you of something. It opens up airway. It does something to you. And they didn't do that with her. They just massaged, asked her where she was from. Are you comfortable? Does that hurt? I'm looking at how you're doing it. You know what you're doing. Y'all doing all that stuff. Keep bringing much stuff as you can to surround the body with multiple vibrations and to bring that child out of them. Because that's
Yeah.
what I was. And my grandma did it, man. I couldn't when she cried. Yeah, I had to walk away and cry. No, I didn't cry, but I cried. I was wired up
Mhm.
to a point. It gave me sign like it hurt my nose, and then
Mhm.
I felt that you know I felt I gave her at least 5 more years. You know, and I promised her I'd do it again, but I never did do it again. But I'm glad I'm talking to you because now it lets me know that when her birthday come up, I'm gonna look for people like y'all.
Oh yeah. And J River, yeah, I've had there's people that cry, like as far as the therapy, not during a massage, but when it comes to just speaking about things that's going on in their life, then yeah, and I would say yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. But I was gonna read the generator and the projector too. So it's interesting because I'm building community, right? And the generator says, um, pure life force in motion. These people have an attracting aura and a juiciness to their energy. They are here to dance with life and engage their energy to move their community forward in a way that is meaningful to them. When they are doing what they love, people can't get enough of them. They are also the natural hustlers and doers of society.
All right. My leaves are good. I'm not drawing no attention to my leaves. I don't have nothing going up under them. This is now we're talking about the issues. Now I can sell my leaves to you, Honor. So now, Honor, you're talking about putting oil in your hair. I can give you the proper leaves, the proper leaves. All right. We're
Yeah.
talking about soursop. Now it's going to contain all the minerals of your 82 and 92 minerals because we got to actually make sure that we are not too so-called alkaline because alkaline actually damages your trees. You want to be slightly neutral and slightly acidic, slightly. All right. So when my plants is going through some type of yellowness, I also check the pH level of it. All right. So we're talking about calcium, magnesium. So I need to be able to drop it. So some people use um, nitrate. Some people use nitrate to drop it. All right. So there's a lot to learn on pHs.
Yo, I just learned a lot on
So this is
gardening.
how you check copper. This is how you check copper. I'm gonna show you copper. So when you want to check copper, how do you check copper? So copper actually kills bacteria, but copper can actually kill you. So there's now when you're checking copper, this is what it's gonna look like. All right, let me show you. You see that hole right there?
To the left
That
Mm-hmm.
side.
hole right there. Yeah, see that hole? I'm gonna show you. Look at that hole. So the water will flow through that. It flows through it. Now, what it's going to do is once you put the actual liquid, it goes through it. You place it just like this. Now you're going to take the actual bottle and you're going to look for the color. So you're trying. Here they come. Here they come, y'all.
Sure look like it. They,
Okay. So let's just say that this was. Let's say that this was this color. Let's do it right now. All right. Because we're just trying to get a bad color. All right. So once you do it, let's just say it was pink. You're leaching. You don't want to be over here at a dark color because you're leaching copper. So you want to be down right here. So when me and Yiz is talking about, we can identify what has the best water and the less chromium 6 and the chrome and arsenic. This is how we're checking it. All right. So you want to make sure that this right here, which we know that this is expired, this is chlorine. All right. So we're checking for chlorine. We're checking for copper leaching, coppers, and certain metals that's in the water. Then we're checking for the potential hydrogen. We're checking for it right here. Then we have also these that go into deeper level. All right. So now that's why we can say, boom, crystal geyser will actually meet the proper standards. All right. So this is
Mhm.
how that's how you check it, bro. If your stuff is dark pink when you put in that water, then you know that you're leaching copper. When it comes to your chlorine, this is how it goes too. All right. You don't want your, I'll show you right here. Let's look at the chlorine strips. So we got the
So
chlorine
you don't
strips.
you
What you
don't
say?
want too much copper in the water, or like.
You want less as possible. So what you're going to do is, give me a second, I'm going to put the lid on these so I can show you the proper way.
Mhm.
All right. All right, here we go. All right. So you have, this one is for copper. So you will actually put this one right here. You will line this up with the colors, and you want to be at the lightest color. Chlorine, you lay it down like this. Now what you're going to do is you take it just like this, and you place your squares like that. All right. So once your squares get a certain color, you're looking for the, I'm trying to keep the numbers. You want to be light as possible right here. See what these words say? It says free from chlorine right here.
Yeah, the
Free
lighter it
chlorine.
is.
This right here, now when you're looking at the squares, this is the pH level. So if you get white or purple, purple is chlorine. You want to be white. Now the second square, you want to be like a 7.2. The third square is down here. That's what these squares 1, 2, and 3. So the third square is down here. This is the alkalinity. All right. So this ain't complicated. So what people do is this is more as an easier one. So this right here is all in one. So this one is actually more of a pH strip. If you place the strip in there, you take the strip. Now I'm gonna show you this one. So here is the strip. This is the strip one. You take the strip. All right. Now you turn this over. What you do is say if you place it in some water. Boom. All right. So this is green. So it's green, right? Let's find out what green stands for. So you take it and you start here. Make your way over, over, over. What is this water? A 7. What does 7 mean? It's neutral. Remember when I calibrated this?
Yeah,
Let's
it was
find out.
7. It was a 7.
Ah,
Well, it
see?
was more like 699, I think, but it
Correct.
was.
So let's turn this back on. So this is how we check the pHs on our actual plants and our herbs and our oils. So let's see if let's drop it in here. Let's watch the pH drop down. So the pH is getting is dropping down to a 4. Now we just found out. So that says it's a 4, right? Let's see if this is correct. So here we're gonna drop this pH in here, this strip. Boom. We have orange. Let's find out. We start here, boom, boom, boom. What is orange? A 4 or a 3.8 or a
Yeah,
4.6.
or a
Let's
3.
now look, what's this say? A 4. Now let's go back here. A 4. All right. You copy?
That
All
thing
right.
calibrated.
Uh-oh, we get somewhere. So look. We almost done. And this is how we talking about our minerals and properties and potential hydrogen. Okay. So a lot of people like this one. They don't really get technical with this is one of my go-tos right here. This is good for chemicals. Now you take this, we rinse off with water. Now, just because it has a little bit of acid on it, you know it should drop the pH down on this. Let's find out the pH of this. So the pH of this we know is more of a slightly, it should be a 7.